There's many types of sacred dance, but ultimately what makes it sacred is that you're including the spiritual aspect. So it's not something that's really done for a performance, it's something that's done more for expression or as a spiritual practice to help you attain that feeling of no mind. That feeling that we want to get to when we get to the end, when we become the universal dancer, but we can feel it, we can experience it, and we can practice it by doing some kind of spiritual practice like sacred dance. Originally, this type of dance was the dance of the womb. It's a very ancient dance. It's a primordial dance. It was often used as a birthing dance, but it's very much centered around the womb. And the womb for a woman is our sacral center, our creative center. And it's also our center of gravity. The womb is a vessel. So we can move the energy up to the womb, we can create with it, and then we can move it through our bodies. So basically what later became known as belly dancing originally was about the womb. It was about the more metaphysical aspect, or the more creative aspect of that part of our body, that sacred center. Later on, because it became more of a performance, which made it more external, it became more about what part of the body seemed to be focused on. So it became belly dance. But really it is more about the creative process. Through reconnecting with the womb, we're also reconnecting with the divine feminine, which is another aspect of this dance. Very much reconnects women to their feminine side. It also is about reconnecting the energies within ourself. We have the sexual and the spiritual energy, and they actually move like serpents that move up the spine. And what we wanted to do is we want to reintegrate them, or we want to be able to use both of them, have them come together and separate out, and come together and separate out. What's happened over time, in ancient times, this was a normal practice, but then the two became separated. We separated the sexual from the spiritual, but really this is the same type of energy, and it needs to be reintegrated. So through this dance is one way, there are many ways, but this is one way that women can reintegrate these energies within themselves. So that's why it becomes a spiritual practice, as opposed to being something that is just a performance. And that's why belly dancing often looks very sexual, because you're really using more of the sexual aspect rather than the spiritual aspect. So what we want to do is we want to reintegrate the two, and we want to bring them back together.